Good morning, everyone. I'm Betty.
I'm Sue. We're the Smith sisters. Today we're going to, because spring is here in Michigan, on some days you wouldn't know it, but it's been very cold. But one of the charms of spring in Michigan is Michigan asparagus. And we happen to really love Michigan asparagus and taste the difference. We know it. We have good friends that were in the asparagus business for years in Byron, the Braden family. Our friends Connie and Neil Braden's parents, and it's quite a taxing business when it hits, and you have to get out and get it all picked. And one of the things I've learned in my investigation and research of Michigan asparagus is Michigan asparagus is number 2 in the nation for production. And it's hand snapped. It's not machine. They have a machine to ride on, but they snap it by hand. Do you remember seeing that at Braden's? So, and
the machine snaps it.
No, the person riding on the machine
I thought
snaps.
it was a machine.
You kind of have your legs,
remember.
It goes between your legs. But yeah, it's quite a little gadget, or that's what they had, and I assume that that's a big part of Michigan asparagus.
Yes.
So we're happy to be able to get it now. We can get it at our own Alpine market. The fields are picked like 25 to 35 times in Michigan in a 6-week period. And it's...
So does it reproduce?
Yes, it does. I think 6 or 7 times out of the same plant.
Oh.
I hope I'm right on that, yes. It has a long shelf life, great flavor. I have my notes here in front of me. There are 120 farmers, a lot of farmers, and produce 20 million pounds in a 6 to 7 week harvest in Michigan. It's part of the lily family, and it's hand snapped, as I said. So make sure you get out in the next month and get yourself some Michigan asparagus.
Because asparagus you can do so much with. You can can it and pickle it. You can roast it. You can bake it. You can put it in different foods, soups. You can freeze it. You can eat it raw,
right.
Which I do. You can put all different kinds of sauces on it.
And as I said, our Michigan asparagus, we feel, has great flavor. And one of the things that I learned, and I think it could have been from Bob Braden, that people always think that the premier asparagus is the thin little stalks. But in Michigan asparagus, I believe I was told by him that the chubbier stalks are better. So we're going to prepare some now for you now, and
I have one question. On the shelf life, how do you keep yours? Do you keep it in water, not cut? Or do you cut, put in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator? Or do you do all of the above?
Yeah, I think I do all of the above, and I try not to hold it very long, even though they say it'll last well over a week. I usually don't cut the ends or rinse it until I'm ready to use it.
Now, the other day I did fix some, and I had quite a bit left over. We didn't need it. I fixed more than what we needed. And I did put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator. And last night I cooked it, the rest of it. It'd been 5 days. It was just as crisp, but I had to cut it already.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that we're right not cutting it. I just usually don't cut it, but I think we could. So.
And to freeze it, look it up on Google.
And I don't think it's very hard to do that.
No, it has a lot of water in it, so I don't think you freeze it in water. It would be, you probably don't wash it. You probably just put it in Ziploc bags and freeze it.
Well, let's get up and prepare some for these people.
Very good.
Or for ourselves.
Oh, the other thing, Suzanne, is asparagus is a natural diuretic.
And I think anyone that's ever eaten asparagus can certainly tell you
that.
that it has telltale scents. So anyway,
Okay.
yeah, all right. Let's see what we can do here.
All right, we're gonna get the asparagus ready for everybody. And first of all, we rinse ours off really good. Because soap, no, just water.
You don't need
Cold water.
soap.
You don't need soap.
Because some sand can harbor up in those nice little asparagus crowns, so it's a good thing to get it rinsed off nicely. Now I'm going to dry some of it. Some of it we're going to steam, so we don't care about that being dried very much. But that we're going to roast, we want to be as dry as it can be.
Then there's several ways to cut it for the length. Sometimes people will say you need to take the asparagus and bend it, and wherever it snaps, that's the length of your... But I think you get rid of a lot of asparagus, so I cut mine. And I cut mine, this is the stuff we're gonna steam. I get all my bottoms evened up, and I say, oh, about right there. And then I just chop them off. You can save this for soup or whatever.
Or you can throw it away.
Now this part we're going to cook or steam in water, so we'll have a little moisture in the bottom of your pan. And you put it in. I add the salt on top. Is this how you do it, Sue?
Absolutely.
And then you just bring it to a boil. And you let it go. Well, Suzanne's cutting up the other part.
I've rolled in a towel a little bit dry. I still see a few little bits of water. And we're going to put this on a cookie sheet. Try as much single file as you can. And we're going to drizzle a tiny little bit of olive oil on it and roll it around. And then we're going to add some salt. And we're going to add some salt. And we're going to put it in about 400 degree oven after I've added the salt. So let's get our oven up to speed.
Steam this in water and salt. It takes maybe 4 to 5 minutes. It will turn a deeper green. Now we're going to drain off the water. Watch out here, Sue.
Are you gonna?
And then your asparagus is basically done. Want to set that down there?
I'd like to point out my asparagus plate. Yes.
And then we're putting that on. Notice I've done this without any silverware of any kind.
Yes. Are you drizzling lemon juice, or are you drizzling?
Yes. I'm doing some lemon juice and butter. And there's that. Now you have you can sprinkle sesame seeds on it, or you can
Lemon zest.
whatever you would like.
Now we're going to put our roasting asparagus in the oven. We've added just a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt, and we're going to roast that for about 8 minutes, I think, 8 to 10 minutes at around 400 degrees. So, okay, now we're going to take out the roasted asparagus that's been roasting. You can see it's still a nice vibrant green, and the oil is kind of bubbling up around it. We're going to put this in a pan. And I'm going to, for this, I thought it would be nice to drizzle a little bit of, sorry, a little bit of Parmesan cheese over it. You can also, on either one of these, do a hollandaise sauce, which you can buy in packages at the grocery store, or if you're real extra energetic, make your own as a lemon, white sauce. But on this one, I'm going to drizzle a bit of Parmesan cheese. You don't want too much. You don't want to take over that beautiful flavor of the Michigan asparagus, but that'll add a little bit of a nip to it. Now here they are, the two of them. One has been steamed with a little bit of butter and lemon added to it, and the other has been roasted with a little drizzle of olive oil and salt, and then we covered it with a little Parmesan cheese at the end. Whichever way you choose, it's just a treat. Just don't put it in the pot and boil the dickens out of it.
The other thing is, you can, if you're having company over or having a crowd, you can do this early in the morning. Let it set on top of your stove, because really asparagus is very good room temperature.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuss
And you
with.
could put the Parmesan cheese on it and everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
do it ahead and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
But just get out and get some Michigan asparagus.
Yes.
Well, that's it for today. I'm Sue.
I'm Betty.
We're the Smith sisters.